All right, welcome back, everyone. Get ready, because today we're diving deep
Into apple.
into apples. And,
Yeah.
you might be thinking,
The fruit.
apples. Oh, okay, what about it?
Yeah.
But the source material for this one is a little different. We're going really bare bones today. Just the word apples.
Mm.
That's it.
Wow. Okay.
No studies, no articles,
Okay.
no nothing, just apples.
Mhm.
But trust me on this one, there's a lot
I'm intrigued.
more to uncover here
Yeah.
than meets the eye.
I mean, you're right. It's just one word, but that one word, I mean, it opens a whole universe of possibilities, right? Like,
Sure.
we can go everywhere. We can go into the botany of apples. We could talk about their history. We could talk about mythology,
Oh, yeah. Myths, art,
art, literature,
right.
language, even.
language.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many good idioms with apples. All right. I'm hooked. Let's break it down. So I know we all have our favorite varieties, right? You got your Honeycrisp, your Granny Smith, Pink Lady. But
Mhm.
have you ever thought about, like, where they even came from?
Well, it's interesting because the journey of the apple really, it starts thousands of years ago.
Oh, wow.
In Central Asia. Picture this. You've got these wild apples, way smaller than what we're used to, much more tart, growing in the foothills of mountains.
Really?
And from there, they spread along the Silk Road, carried by, you know, traders, cultivators over centuries. Different varieties were selected and bred, leading to the ones that we have today.
Wow. That's a long way to my fruit basket.
Yeah, exactly.
So you mentioned cider apples earlier. What's the difference between them and, like, the ones that we eat?
It's a good question because you got your eating apples, your classic Honeycrisp. Everyone loves those, sweet and
Yeah.
juicy.
Yeah.
But then you've got your cider apples, like the Dabinet, which are much more tart. They have more tannins,
Yeah.
perfect for making cider. They add a whole nother level of complexity to the drink.
A whole secret world of apples
Exactly.
beyond just the grocery store.
Right.
Speaking of secrets, apples have a lot of mystery surrounding them,
Absolutely. Yeah.
like mythology.
Oh, tons of it. I mean, the apple is just this recurring symbol in art, literature, folklore, across so many different cultures. Of course, you have the Garden of Eden, temptation.
Oh, yeah.
But then you also have, in Norse myths, the apple as a symbol of immortality. They had a goddess, a Din, who guarded these magic apples that kept the gods, forever young.
Wow, the apple as like this life-giving force.
Exactly. And you see that in other cultures too.
Yeah, got
Like
it.
in ancient China, they associated apples with peace and beauty.
Mhm.
And during the Chinese New Year, people would give apples as gifts to symbolize good fortune. And even, fast forward to today,
Oh, interesting.
think about Apple, the tech giant.
Oh, yeah,
Their logo, the bitten apple, it evokes both knowledge and innovation.
that's true. I never even thought about it that way.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It really is amazing how one fruit can have so much meaning across different cultures. And you think about it from a culinary perspective,
Right.
apples are so versatile.
Absolutely. I mean,
Pies, sauces, ciders, you name it.
oh, it's a global impact too. You look at the culinary journey of the apple, and it's just as fascinating as the rest of it, right? I mean, you think about the classic American apple pie staple,
Oh, yeah.
but then you go to France, you've got the tarte tatin with its, caramelized apples and that flaky crust. It's amazing how each culture has really taken the apple and made it its own.
Yeah. I've always loved that saying, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
It just gets me thinking, like, how much family shapes who you are, you know?
It's true. Yeah.
And speaking of sayings, there's so many expressions
Oh my gosh. So many.
that use apples.
Like an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Apple of my eye.
Upset the apple cart.
It's amazing how these sayings, like rooted in these ancient beliefs,
Yeah.
have really stuck with us.
Yeah, it shows how deep the apple goes in our language and our thinking. It's like this little window into the past.
Yeah. It's like biting into an apple and then you realize, oh, wow, there's history, culture, even science all wrapped up in this one thing.
And it's something that we just take for granted.
I know, it's amazing. It really shows how even the simplest things can lead to all these
Oh, totally.
new discoveries.
It's all about looking beyond the surface and seeing how everything's connected.
So next time you're reaching for an apple, remember,
Yes.
it's not just a fruit. It's a symbol. It's a story. It's a taste of history.
It really is.
And who knows, maybe it'll even inspire your own deep dive
Oh,
into something you never even thought about twice.
I love that. A deep dive into the everyday.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about.
Awesome. Well, that was a really fun one today. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me. This was great.
And to all our listeners out there, thanks for tuning into this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.
See ya. Bye.